steady now.
Hydrophobia endured something of a rough journey to completion. Announced in 2007, it would spend 3 years in development, jumping from a retail to a digital-only title, and upon launching in 2010 was met with a mixed critical reception, prompting members of the development team to retaliate to harsher criticism, going as far to accuse critics of not even playing the game. It's a shame that, ultimately, this backstory would prove more interesting than the game itself. Unsatisfying gameplay, a short length, and poor narrative end up sinking this below its interesting water physics, and not even the upgraded pure version could solve everything. Taking place in a future where population has increased beyond sustainability, a special boat has been built called Queen of the World, a city at sea. Kate Wilson, hoping to enjoy time off, notices a disturbance. Things get perilous quickly, as a group of terrorists known as the Malthusians hijack the ship and start detonating explosives, sinking the ship and trying to crop the population. As Kate tries to stop this, she is helped by a Scottish techie known as Scoot. There's a semblance of interest to the concepts, such as the impacts of overpopulation, but the story floats into the background, not helped by lackluster voice acting and a general lack of cutscenes.
Where are you going?
To find a weapon. Somebody has to take back this ship, and I could do without any more complications.
Son of a bitch!
Hydrophobia is a survival game where human cultists and the force of water are your biggest threats. The Pure update would address one of the biggest complaints, with streamlined guidance between objectives and a refined map offering an improvement. But it also has a negative effect in a way. This feels like your hand is being held. You can turn these off in the menu, but there is still no happy medium, as bland levels and repetitive environments lead to confusion. It also exacerbates a serious issue Hydrophobia suffered, as now the campaign can be breezed through in a single sitting. Medal objectives and special challenge arenas add some replay value, though only for a couple more hours at most, meaning you can dust this one off in a single day. As the title suggests, water plays a huge role here. It's an impressive element, travelling between rooms when you open doors, flowing realistically, and it builds up sharpish when you deploy traps. There are some weird oddities to be sure, such as fire flowing around water, but it's minor quibbles. There's also the awesome element of wielding this against terrorists, allowing you to drown them with sudden gushes of water let in and trip them up. Swimming was the only downside, but the Pure update also fixed this. An oxygen meter allows you to better manage your swimming, underwater shooting works better, and the camera woes have been straightened out. It easily serves as the standout feature. Unfortunately, the rest of Hydrophobia doesn't stack up. The repetitive structure sees you searching for decryption codes incessantly. Platforming struggles with a camera that gets stuck and warps the controls if you try to backtrack. Gunplay seems inventive, but feels flat in the end. Sonic rounds serve as your main ammo, seeing you trying to blow up environmental hazards for quick kills. If you lack these, trying to take down a terrorist proves tedious, as you have to repeatedly knock foes down without the benefit of a melee kill available. You do rarely gain some special ammo, such as sticky explosive gel and shock rounds. But these can't save the combat from feeling lightweight and tame. Dark Energy Digital tried to keep the game afloat with one cool mechanic, but it's not enough.
Who's Jenny?
Scoot, is that you?
Of course it's me. Are you okay? Can you move?
I think so.
Well, now would be a good time.
The visuals are a mixed bag, with some impressive lighting and textures undermined by frame rate stutters and repetitive looking environments. The water is really impressive, perhaps some of the most realistic of the time. But enemies are made up of the same two models, and cutscenes look awful. The sound is awful too, thanks to weak voice acting that is mixed very poorly, making some characters difficult to hear. Sound effects have a habit of cutting out, while gunshots sound more like pea shooters, and the music is non-existent. Hydrophobia ends up a disappointment, a cool concept buried under a myriad of issues. The constant and realistic threat of water hazards makes for a somewhat tense experience, but the rest of the mechanics, from the bland shooting to the repetitive design, hold it back. Even the Pure update and a price cut couldn't save this one from mediocrity. Even if you're intrigued, most will find it to be a brief chore with a unique trick that is sadly not effectively utilised.
No! The frequency key! It's not here! It's somewhere in the loading bays!
Bollocks!
Listen, Scoot. You've done enough for me already. You need to get off A deck. I'll be okay.
No. Don't even think about it. You're my responsibility and I'm staying.